Alright, welcome to Darkstalkers 3, the best Darkstalkers. We are continuing from the last Darkstalkers video where I played through the arcade mode as Morrigan. We are back as Morrigan once again. This time in her proper colors, so that's nice. That I can actually watch this video and I won't get bothered by looking at Morrigan. Anyway, Darkstalkers 3 is definitely the best in the series. Not that there's, many games in the series, but this is still definitely the best out of them. It's a little bit faster paced. It does something that I've never really seen a fighting game do, or at least I haven't seen him do a lot. You see, I got him down, he's instantly back up. It makes the fights feel way quicker, and I really like that. There's like a stock base. You can see there's two bats by Morrigan's life bar. That's, you knock down one health bar, one bat goes away. You understand. You get the gist of it. So the story in this one is that there is I think he's like the Demon Lord or something like that. His name is Jeddah. He is trying to create the world of, like, the Darkstalkers in the real world. I believe that's what the plot is. So we have to stop him, but also Morrigan has kind of like a little side story here because her father split her soul into two parts. I think technically 3, but what's important is 2, and then her one soul kind of started to have kind of aspirations of its own, and it split into like a completely new person named Lilith. This game also kind of has like a little Bloodborne type thing here, where you can see that the life goes down sometimes, but there's also like a little like white line on it. If you like attack your enemy instantly after getting attacked, you can kind of gain your health back. You can see there, that's like the implied damage, and then once the white bar goes down, it'll actually have taken the full damage. At least I think that's how it works. It's basically like the Bloodborne mechanic, where it's like a risk versus reward. It makes you think about actually playing, going on the offensive instead of playing a defensive game, because you can actually, get your health back, which I think is really interesting. I think it's pretty cool. This is a lot of things in this game really make it feel way better. I complained a lot in the video for Darkstalkers 2 that the arcade mode in the first 2 games is absolutely absurd. You have to fight way too many enemies before, getting to the end of it. And this one is so much more truncated. I think it's like 6 or 7 enemies. It just feels way better to play. You wanna just be able to keep playing the arcade mode. You wanna be able to come in here as Morrigan, and then you wanna come in as another character. You don't want to be sitting there for 30 minutes playing the arcade mode. And also, I'm way better at this game, so that was another thing that made the first video arcade mode go on way too long, was that I kept losing at least one match per round. So, I don't know why that kept happening. I kept trying to do the special attack, which initiates the auto combo, and I kept coming in at the very top of the screen. I don't know what that was about, because that's the only time that's ever happened to me. Also, this game, I don't have the auto block on like I did in Darkstalkers 2, because I'm way better at this. I don't need it in this one as much. So this is all my skill that you're seeing here. Also, this was one of the smoothest times I've ever fought this dude in Darkstalkers 3. This guy is such a pain in the ass, I feel like, that I'm really shocked that I got such a nice, like, ass whooping on this guy. That was like a perfect round right there. Morrigan also has, I think, some really fun, like, victory poses. I like that she just puts on, like, normal street clothes. I don't know why, but that is something that amuses me. So this guy, Bishomon, I don't think we fought him in the first game. He's a guy who's been possessed by a suit of, like, samurai armor, which I think is such a great... What a great concept for a character. He kind of... You can see he looks like a Gurren Lagann character, but, you know, the living armor is kind of more like Kill la Kill, so... I'm thinking Studio Trigger and Gainax possibly, maybe they were some fans of Darkstalkers. And also, if there was an anime studio that would make a great Darkstalkers anime, on Studio Trigger's where it's at. Or at least if Capcom ever decides to make a new Darkstalkers game. Which is highly unlikely, I know. But they gotta make animated cutscenes by Studio Trigger. That would be awesome. But yeah, he's a little spammy for my tastes. I think he's a cool character. But sometimes fighting him gets a little annoying. Also, this game does, just like the other one, have a setting where I can make the game move a little bit faster. I'm on the normal setting, though, because I feel like the game is just fast enough. Each time you, like, increase the speed, it always feels like more like Marvel vs. Capcom, which is good. I think it works better for Marvel vs. Capcom than it does for Darkstalkers. Also, this might be one of my favorite fighting game stages of all time. Look at how nonsensical it looks. It's like some weird demon train where the train has an eyeball and there's a mouth coming out the side of it. And there's like a whistle on top that's screaming. This is so great. I love all the stages in the Darkstalkers games. There's this one, and then there's another one in particular that I think we're going to get next that I really, really love. And this one in particular really reminds me of the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 stage. It just has that, like, bouncy energy to it that I would really associate with Marvel vs. Capcom. My brain, for not liking Marvel so long, it won't let me pronounce the name Marvel. Yeah, John Talbane is another character that I think can be very annoying. He's a very spammy enemy where he'll just leap across the screen and, like, never stop attacking you. So his fights can go, like, one of two ways, really. Either you catch him early on and just don't let him attack, or he's never going to stop attacking you. Like, I don't know, it's just so great. I would love to be in the room when developing Darkstalkers characters. It's like, okay, he's a werewolf. What weapon should he use? Give him nunchucks. Why? I don't know, it's cool. And you know what? I agree. It is cool to give a werewolf nunchucks. Why don't we give more werewolves nunchucks? Is really what I'm saying. So even though Jeddah is the big bad of this game, and this is the other level, by the way, I fucking love this level. Look, it's like a weird giant baby thing in like a cavern of... It looks like straight out of God Hand. Not God Hand, sorry. Berserk. The reason I said God Hand is because there's something called the God Hand in Berserk. But I mentioned the Capcom game by accident. Silly me. Yeah, even though Jeddah is the like main antagonist of the game, he is not the last person that you fight, which I think is kind of a cool little thing that, like, oh yeah, you fight the final boss, but then, like, each character has, like, an ending character that they fight to wrap up their story. Also, Jeddah has got a great design. I'm not going to let him do it, just because well, maybe he'll do it here. But you'll see sometimes he gets, like, blood will just start gushing out of his back. It just looks really great. Jeddah's a cool character. I think they changed the color of his blood to purple in like more recent games. That's baby shit there, man. Let Jeddah have red blood again. I'm also going to say this is not going to be the only Darkstalkers 3 video that I make. Maybe it will be at this point, but I will be playing through the arcade mode as other characters because I think this game deserves it. I think this game has a lot of really great characters in it that I would like to see more playthroughs of. So at the very least, I think I'm going to do my other favorite character in this game, BB Hood. And so the last character we fight is Lilith, the character that I was talking about before, the other part of Morrigan's soul. I wish I knew what they were saying here, but again, I'm probably going to have to take a translation from like some other, like the actual arcade mode. Because I don't think there's an option to switch the text to English. I'm pretty sure. I probably would have noticed it. So in the last Darkstalkers video, the Morrigan shadow match that I had, where it was Morrigan versus Morrigan, was potentially one of the most obnoxious matches that I've ever had to fight in a fighting game. Lilith is like, she's not even close to being that annoying. I would fight 10 Liliths before even fighting one more shadow Morrigan fight. Although this is the same stage, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Another pretty cool looking level. I like the... What is that, pile of skulls? No, that's a dress. I thought that dress was a pile of skulls. Yeah, I love the castle in the background. I think that's the Anslin Castle. I will say Lilith does block a little too often, just like that Lilith. Or just like that Morrigan fight. So that's maybe not making me feel too good. Lilith's got some really great attacks too. I don't like playing as her. I like playing as Morrigan way more, but Lilith I think has some more funny attacks. I forget if she shows one off. I think I'm just gonna mark her here. But there's one where she uses her hair. I don't know if it's her hair or her wings. She uses them like a bow and arrow and shoots you in the bow. It's really great. It just looks great, and her finisher move is like a DDR game. It's really bizarre, but we do love to see it, folks. And there you go, that is the end of Darkstalkers 3, at least for Morrigan. I think it's way, way more fun of a game than either of the two games that came beforehand. They just really nailed it with this one. And that's such a shame. Because this is, it's the last Darkstalkers game. That would be like if, they finally hit their stride with Street Fighter 2. They were like, okay, well, we're not going to make any more of these. I mean, again, I think it's kind of... It's not the worst thing in the world that there aren't any more of these, because it's not like these characters are just... they just threw these characters out. They threw 95% of the characters out, yes. But, some of the more iconic characters are still getting, use. Like Felicia, Morrigan... Lilith, Jeddah, you see your BB Hoods and your your Zenkos every now and then. So it's not all bad, but it's just mostly bad. Like I said, I think I'm going to do another voice. Good lord. Just read what you see on screen, Mike. That's a great idea. I'm going to do another video at least another video where I play as BB Hood. I might play as other characters. I'll probably do one as Jeddah, you know. So I look forward to playing through this game more, because I enjoy this game a lot. It's one of my favorite fighting games. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'm going to let the rest of the credits play out. And hopefully I will see you when I play as BB Hood. See you then.